everyone, welcome to the last video in this series in which we designed and tested a USB to UART programmer. In this last video we are gonna design a 3D enclosure and then 3D print it. We're not gonna spend time showing how to use a 3D modeling tool, but I do suggest picking up and learning Fusion 360, which I used from Autodesk, which I used to design a very simple enclosure for our programmer, which you see over here. So this is the basic enclosure where we'll be placing our programmer. This is the opening through which the USB jack will fit. This is where those female headers for connecting other devices to talk via UART. That will be an opening for us to be able to see the LEDs as well as to change the jumper. Very simple design. I have here also a lid for that that will cover and keep that tightly fixed inside the enclosure. Now once you have this designs, you can export the designs onto your local computer, either or actually I did both as .f3d, which is all the files that you need to open and modify this design if you're interested, but more importantly the STL files that one would need to actually 3D print the thing. You can also capture an image if you want to have for your own records or to include in documentation and documents like that. In this case a PNG, for example, photo. I won't do that, I already did, and I have all of those files here which will be included in the repository for this. Well, to actually be able to print on my particular printer, which is a Dremel 3D45, I'm gonna use this program, Ultimaker Cura, which I had already installed for another printer, but for which I did not have support for printing on a Dremel. Therefore I had to go here to Marketplace, search for Dremel, and the first thing that comes up here would be the plugin that you would need to install in order to be able to then add as a new printer the Dremel 3D45 in my case. Once I've done that and I did all the settings for that printer, I could just open the STL file that I had saved from Fusion 360 and bring it to a position that is good for 3D printing, and it is this that I'm gonna export as both G-code, but more importantly is .g3 drem, which is the format that the Dremel printer will understand directly to print the object. After designing the enclosure in a 3D modeling CAD tool, Fusion 360 in my case, I'm ready to print. I'm going to use a Dremel 3D45 3D printer, which has been already loaded with filament, and I've got the files right here on the memory stick. I'm just going to use that to print the file from the memory stick by going and saying build, selecting the USB and going to the file that you know that you need to print. In my case, the USB to UART .g3 which I generated using the Cura software earlier. So I'll just select and build. The printer is copying the file, doing some calibration, heating up if necessary, if it's not already heated, and then it will start doing its thing. A couple of minutes to warm up and for the 3D printer to start and tell me how long it's going to take to print this. It's going to take about 1.5 hours, and it just started. So we'll check on this later. Progress over here. We still have 51 minutes to wait. Let's see how the thing looks so far. Looks pretty good. Printing ended. So we'll take this out and see how the board fits. Here is the moment of the truth. The enclosure is done. I'm just trying to fit this in, and it doesn't fit simply because apparently this length of this opening here where the USB jack should go through is a little bit too, very tiny bit too small. So I guess I'll have to file this up a little bit in order to be able to fit this in. So I did file a little bit this opening over here, as well as the lid, which I needed to as well in order to be able to fit it in snugly using this handy tool. And let me just get this in here like this. As you can see, it fits in snugly, nicely, and you can see through this opening over here the LEDs. You can access the jumper maybe with some pliers, and you can also easily read what each of those pins are on this header, so that one would know what to connect to or what. So the only thing that is left here is to attach this lid over here, even though it's not probably needed. I have it printed over a white color, and here it is. So here is the final product. The programmer fixed inside the enclosure with the lid on, and 2 screws to keep it in place. 2 screws are more than enough. This is the USB part. This is the UART part that one would use to attach and connect to the device that understands UART serial. Like for example, this Arduino Pro Mini, one can have access and see through this little window the jumper that can be used to switch between 3.3 and 5 volt. One can see the LEDs that blink when there is communication, and one can see also what each of these pins of the UART port are as well. So all in all, that's not too bad. Could be better. In any case, I hope you've learned something out of this series of videos, tutorials, and you'll be motivated to make your own. Everything is available on the GitHub repository. Have fun!